Have you ever wondered if there's a huge difference between the same manufacturer making a different proof or a different bourbon barrel, straight from the barrel, a toasted, what the differences in all those flavors are? Stick around. We're going to find out today with Elijah Craig. Hi folks, today we're going to look at Elijah Craig and we're going to compare 3 of their different bottles. This is Elijah Craig single barrel proof. It is a private selection by Jen and Zach from The Cellar. It's a liquor store in Norman, Oklahoma. This one is 127.9 proof and it is 8 years old, retailed I believe for about $90. This is Elijah Craig small batch. It is 94 proof. It does not state what the year is on it. And this one here is Elijah Craig Toasted Barrel, also at 94 proof. Also don't know what the age is. I would imagine that the website might tell you kind of what their average age is on their standard barrels. So today we're going to compare these 3 and see if there's a big difference, if the private selected barrels are worth the hype. Is the toasted just a gimmick? Is the standard what you should go get if that's what you like? Now, I love Elijah Craig plain small batch in a old fashioned. Love it. Toasted just seems to present, you know, the word toasted, you think, okay, they did something special to it. Small batch barrel proof, this is straight out of the barrel, so obviously it's going to be stronger. So we'll see what those compare to. So I'm going to start here on my right, your left. This is going to be the single barrel proof private selection. And my standard disclaimer, I never drink bourbons and whiskeys neat. I'm testing these like this so I can try to get the taste better straight out of the bottle. But again, this is my opinion. Don't let my opinion persuade you one way or the other, because something I might not like, it may be right up your alley. Something that I like, it may be terrible to you. So just my opinion, and we're going to give these a shot and see what we can come up with. So again, this is 127.9 proof. Kind of presents a sweet smell to me. The manufacturer, Elijah Craig, says this is typically toasted oak smell with fruit notes of apple and orange. Maybe that's where I got the sweet from, because it does, but can I tell the apple and the orange? Not really. I just kind of smell sweet and fruity. So I'm going to do the smell test on each one of these, aroma test, get the proper terminology there. So the Elijah Craig small batch. That's a very light smell. I don't get anything particular out of it. To me, you know, as I've said for years, bourbon smells like bourbon. It does have maybe a little bit of a fruity smell. But Elijah Craig says typically with this, you're going to get a vanilla, sweet and fruity smell and a little bit of mint. I didn't smell any mint at all to me, so I just smell bourbon. So the toasted, now toasted I can smell. I can smell I mean, that smells like toast to me. The more charred smell. Maybe a more caramel toast. It's about all I get out of it. Now, Elijah Craig manufacturer, it says this is quite a complex one. Big, rich, and complex. Delightfully spicy pepper notes. It fades to milk chocolate with a hint of smoke. Do I smell all of that? No. My wife likes to say, if you're tasting something and somebody says, can you taste a hint of chocolate? It's like power of suggestion. Then you taste a hint of chocolate in it. But right off the bat, I don't know. I don't. So let's start here. I tell you what. We started over there with the smells. Let's go my left to right, your right to left on the taste. So this is the toasted. Complex, delightfully spicy, and pepper notes. It says it finishes lingering chocolate and baking spices. I don't taste chocolate at all in that. I really don't. It's a very good bourbon. It does taste good to me. And as most bourbons that are neat, I can feel the burn from here to here, which is why I never drink it like this. All right, small batch. That's also a very light taste. This one, with the toasted, I do get a little bit difference in taste. Again, I don't know if there's any age difference. Maybe just the way that the barrels that they're aged in. This one, again, because of the smell, I do get a little more toasty flavor than this one. You know, if you were to take this, make an old fashioned and smoke it, and then you did the same thing with this one, you would probably get an extra toasty finish in an old fashioned with the toasted. But this one's good too. Now, single barrel proof, 127.9 proof. That's stout. But again, it smells sweeter than the others to me. I'm not sure what the reasoning is there. Maybe some distiller could explain that. I may have more caramel flavor in that one to me. And it tastes, these taste very light. This one tastes very light. This one tastes very light plus toast. This one tastes sweet and not as light to me. Now, the manufacturer says the taste should be rich vanilla and butterscotch with spices of black pepper and cinnamon. I don't taste any cinnamon, maybe a hint of butterscotch and vanilla, but that's just me. Again, from here to here, you want a lingering spices, that's what I get from top to bottom. But, like I said, I drink these things on the rocks. So, that's what I have here. These exact same things. And we're going to try them on the rocks. Because most people I know drink whiskey on the rocks. Some drink it straight and neat. To me, it's just it's too hot for my system. I just can't. I can't do it. I tried to do that for the taste. I've got a friend that says if he drinks it neat, he'll add a splash of water to help open it up. So me, I need it not only on the rocks, but I guess I usually let it sit a little bit so that that ice melts just enough to make up for that splash of water that my friend talks about. But these are fantastic bourbons. All of those tasted good to me. But I just am curious if there's a difference in how it tastes on the rocks. So let's give it a shot. We'll start with the original this time. To me, that's much easier on my palate. It's much easier. I don't get a burn going from down my chest drinking this one. To me, I can enjoy the flavors of the bourbon more. It's still just very light and very tasty. Again, I don't have a problem drinking this one straight on the rocks. Definitely love this one in an old fashioned. Toasted. Does it smell any different? Just smells like toasted with ice in it to me. About the same. I mean, they really, to me, taste about the same, both of them, as they did in the Glencairn glasses. I can definitely tell that one is much higher proof, though, still on ice, obviously. But I don't know if you can see it. This one has a much darker caramel color than these do. These two are pretty close to the same, although this one is lighter, the original. This one is toasted, so it is a little bit darker. And then these two side by side, you can see that this straight from the barrel, non-filtered, is obviously the darkest. But it's got a good flavor to it. So is it worth the hype? I guess that depends on your taste. If you like a high proof, high flavor, to me, this one has much more flavor than both of these do. Which, I'll try this one in an old fashioned. Now, probably you purists out there will go, no, don't ruin a single barrel proof in an old fashioned. But if you like a strong mixed drink, that may be the key there. But, you know, a lot of people say, you know, don't put the top shelf in a mixed drink. You drink those straight. Okay, well, to each his own. Again, I love Elijah Craig small batch in an old fashioned. I think the flavor's there. I will try this with my Smoke Show cocktail smoker. Haven't done that yet, but again, I love an old fashioned Elijah Craig. And plug for Elijah Craig, they have their own old fashioned syrup. It's a black walnut syrup. Go out there. You can't, I think it must be seasonal. You can't find it on their website right now. But if you do a search, you can find it on other websites. Very, very good flavor in an old fashioned. Toasted, that may be good in an old fashioned too. I'll try all three of these in an old fashioned, see which one I like the best. Is this one worth 35, 50% more price than this one? I don't know, but you know, it's a good single barrel whiskey. I like all three of them. So let me know what you guys think. If you have tried this with Elijah Craig, or if you've tried it with other whiskeys, bourbons, put your comments in the comments section below. Let me know what you think. Let me know what your results were. But until then, we'll figure out which one of these I'm going to drink in an old fashioned tonight. Yeah, I appreciate everybody watching these videos. I would appreciate it if you would click that subscribe button, click that reminder bell, give me the big thumbs up, and let me know if you guys want to continue getting videos like this. I appreciate it, and until the next time, this is Scalper, out.